Hello, everyone. Welcome to State of Affairs. We are on episode 5, you guys. I am shocked we've made it. Well, I'm not shocked we made it 5. Time goes by fast. So we are on episode 5. Today's episode is Passport Bros and the Global Dating Debate. Love, culture, and controversy. So that is what we're going to be covering. We have a passport bro on the panel today. We got Fred from the Cool Reviews. We have Ann, the Ashanti Warrior, on TikTok and on YouTube. Everybody, look, guys, we're still working the kinks out. But everybody that's on the panel, their links are going to be in the description. So please go follow. We have JB from JB Reacts. We have Fatty from Team Fatty. We have Kamal, the Shadow Band Man, here on YouTube. And I believe we will have 2K will be joining if his schedule permits. I know he has a live, y'all. He going live with a lady of the night tonight. So I will be checking that out later. She had called into our morning show yesterday, so he was able to set something up with her. So hopefully, yeah, I know. She was a character, JB. She was a character. She was telling us all about the 304 stuff on the show. And before we're going to do a little housekeeping, you guys also can check me out on the Don't Piss Me Off morning show. I'll plug it again at the end of the show, but y'all can check me out on the Don't Piss Me Off morning show on YouTube, noon Eastern Standard Time. And I have that show. It's me, Talks with 2K, and Black TV. We have a lot of fun. So I am going to do some quick intros. You guys, if you guys are not familiar with Kamal, the Shadow Band Man, you're missing out. You got to check him out on YouTube and X. And in fact, Kamal, you went live. What was it? Yesterday? I have your, when was this? May 12th. So this was yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
This was, okay. So I have your short. So this is what Kamal does that I really like. Kamal will do his live and then he'll do like a little synopsis, a little breakdown, post that on X, kind of like a teaser to draw the audiences. So smart of you to do that. And it makes it easier for me to set up. So I'm going to play this and then you could tell us about your channel.
All right, for sure. Hey, I'm just about to be straight up. You feel me? Rodney Hinton Jr. I stand by bruh. Bruh stood on business. If you don't like it, oh well. Don't know what to tell you. Anyway, what y'all think about this? I had to talk about this on today's episode. You feel me? Got more details of what's going on. I know it happened last week and a lot of people been talking about it, but I like to wait on things, let play out, then talk about it. If y'all want to catch the full episode, go to Kamal Johnson Network. What y'all been doing? I'm loving it. I see it. Also, y'all been commenting on here on TikTok too. Y'all been, I've been loving y'all comments. You feel me? I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all. So yeah, like I said, I stand with Rodney Hinton Jr. If you don't like it, go EAD. You on mute?
Hey, you might be muted.
Dang it, I always do that. Tell us about your channel really quick while I pull up Ann's TikTok.
All right, so my channel is Kamal Johnson Network. Also, I got the Shadow Band Man thing because I be getting shadow banned from goddamn everything. It looked like I got shadow banned from Reddit, YouTube shadow banned me for some videos. Twitter done even shadow ban me. So that's all. Like one day, my bro Byron was like, "Hey man, you getting shadow banned a lot?" And I'm like, "I must be the shadow ban man." And so I was like, "I'm gonna run with it." But my show deals with, like, you know, current events. I am a foundational Black American. So I do a lot of stuff that talks about empowering my people. Not only that, I talk about whooping white supremacy's ass at any moment that I can. And that's what my show consists of. So this topic we about to talk about now, I know about the passport bro shit and all that, but I don't usually talk about dating and passport bros and stuff. But it's always good to talk about something new. So that's why I'm on here. And I appreciate Kelly for having me on here and everybody on the panel. Appreciate what y'all got going on too. So
it is always a pleasure. And you know what? I'm glad you said that. So we will get this out of the way. What's going on? TCOG69. What's going on? Okay. I am foundational. I'm a foundational Black American. JB reacts is as well. Cool Reviews, Fred. You are. I know. Cool Reviews is. Fatty is from Portugal. Portuguese. Kate. Go ahead, Fatty, because I don't want to just assume. What?
Cape Verdean.
Cape Verdean. That's what I thought. But again, I didn't want to just assume, because I remember you saying that.
But I'm Nigerian.
Too. Okay, cool beans.
I want to be Nigerian.
I know. And you are Nigerian, right? What'd you say? Ghanaian. I'm sorry. You're. It's good enough. It's a little patchy, but I'm glad you're here. So it'll be all right. I can understand you. Right. Okay. Got it. Because you said earlier him being Nigerian. That's why I just assumed. But I should have known, because usually I can kind of tell by the last name, and your name. It wasn't because your YouTube name. I said it looks like it could be African, but I may not. I'm not sure if it was Nigerian or not, because I have it plugged. Okay, I have her. What's your YouTube name? Because I don't even want to mess it up. What is it?
It might be Ann Shirley Nyako or Nyack Ann.
That was it. That's it. The first one.
NYAKA. Yeah. So Nyako is a very common Ghanaian and Japanese last name. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, it actually means cat in Japanese.
Oh wow.
And which is, we don't have to go there, but it is interesting how some of the genetics that you find in my bloodline, there is some form of relation to some Southeast Asians. And it's interesting how we migrate.
You know what's okay? Are you in the States or are you in Africa?
No, I live in California. I live in the Bay Area.
Well, you
and
know
it's back. Oh Lord, hi guys.
I have a lot of my dad and a lot of women. They'll say like we have like really chinky eyes.
Yes.
Like the eyes are very like
almond-shaped eyes.
Yeah. They always say I got like cat like eyes. So that could be something there. Also, probably when you said that.
If you know the Komodo, there's lots of dressing that mirrors African dressing, like the natural, like the traditional garb. There are a lot of words that cross over. That just can't be coincidence. Like the Portuguese and the Spanish are very related. So
that's something I'll research. So
we're gonna take you to Ghana and we're gonna take you to Ghana.
I'm going back.
The coolest thing I learned.
Oh, hold up. Sorry, hold on. Let me pause it. Okay, sorry about that. So I have Ann's TikTok. Ann is booming on TikTok, y'all. I was on her live earlier today. It was a relationship talk live, but I'm gonna have Ann talk about what she's all about, and then we'll do an icebreaker. But I have her TikTok, so this is your most recent one. So I'm gonna play it right now.
And today was that the government has 3 federal minimum ages for people to participate in. To be a member of the House of Representatives, you have to be 25 years old. To be a member of the Senate, you have to be 30. And to be president, you have to be 30. Our government needs to be much younger than it is right now. The coolest thing I learned today was that the government has 3 federal minimum.
Look, you got no disagreement with me here. I definitely think we should have term limits. There's friggin' Maxine Waters needs to be put out to pasture. So I agree with you, friend. I agree with you. So I'm gonna pull up Fatty's. Look, y'all know Fatty. Fatty had the cutest little tip. Can I find that picture? Fatty made the cutest friggin' thumbnail for this video. I loved it. For this live that we're on. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna find it in a second. But let's see.
M.
What'd you say?
No, it's the M. That's like the Majin Vegeta symbol. The M.
What M? Where are you looking at?
Yeah, she's
on
lost.
top of the
It's
head.
the M on the forehead. I'm trying to shed it a little bit because people keep calling me a demon. I don't like this.
Oh no, that's not nice. No, I don't like that.
I cry on the car every time.
Okay, where is, because he always does these cute little breakdowns. Let's see. Is this it? Is this it? No, that's not it.
Nah, I'm not posting lately. This is Ali. This is not me.
Okay, look, that's fine.
But it's fine. Don't just find me on OnlyFans, please, friends. Help me get some money.
Oh yeah, let me go to Ali's page. That's a yeah, because he will have it on there. All right, let's see if this is.
So you want to go 50-50 with me, but expect me to be 100% domestic to you.
Why you deserve 100%?
And you're giving me.
Shout out to my boy Jay.
What I'm trying to understand.
We walking it down together. Me and you walking it
why
down.
do you think you deserve 100% of domestic?
Because I don't
because you got to be a woman no matter what. You got to be a woman no matter what.
Hold on, Sal.
Because I don't like that. Because I don't need you. You even if you want a baby, you still need me.
What do you want, a man? Like
I didn't say that.
A woman offers a man something that men can't offer men. Like we offer femininity. We offer a certain amount of wisdom and intelligence and comfort. Y'all can pay for a house, but we turn that into a home. Like we offer things to a man that a man can't offer to a man. You can't go to your homeboy and get some valid advice. This nigga tell you some dumb. But if you go to your girlfriend, she can give you some sound advice that's gonna help you in the future. Like you're making it seem like women are completely obsolete from the whole equation. Like we balance each other. Don't make it seem like
I'm gonna let you land. I'm gonna let you land.
Let me insert something.
No, I landed.
I can insert something.
Saying don't make no type of
Oh
sense.
yeah, go ahead, my brother Jay. Go ahead, my brother Jay.
I'm married, and when you do have a good woman, she can provide a certain amount of energy, and relief from like your stressful environment of a life, depending on how you work. My wife makes my life easier for sure when it comes down to food, making sure certain things take care of, so I don't have to think about it. So I do believe when you have a good woman, it's definitely a benefit to have a great woman next to you for sure.
100%. But most men are getting problems. Most men are getting inconsistency. Most men are getting instability. Most men are getting women who hold hostage to the box. Most women get women who complain about cooking, cleaning. All they do is complain. And when they do complain, there's problems that you got to solve. So I do agree with her and you that a great woman is going to be a great benefit to your life. She's going to make your life easier. But most sisters are not making brothers' life easier. But it's hell for them. But they rather live in hell than be with no woman at all. So they still choose hell. But if sisters get a heaven from a man, it's still problematic. That's why we here. You can get the greatest man ever walking on earth. Michael B. Jordan wasn't enough. Tom Brady.
Why is there always a chirping smoke detector in black people's houses? Okay, all right, I'm gonna play the rest.
It wasn't enough. Idris from Snowfall wasn't enough. All these Tyrese wasn't enough. So if them brothers ain't enough, and those are the top brothers, most of these average brothers ain't enough for most sisters. They still want a man to perform. Y'all are asking for men to treat you like queens, and y'all don't treat brothers like kings.
Yeah, a lot.
That's a look, and I know who house it was. It was one of those black women, because it's always a black woman with the.
I'm still trying to find out.
I will repeat again, tread lightly, because this is my conflict of issues, Kellie.
Look, I'm a black woman. I can say it. If I didn't have a man, I'd get up on my little step stool and I'll change it myself. They tune it out after a certain amount of time. I don't get it. And where'd Ann go? Ann's gone.
I asked my host if it was her. She said it wasn't her. So I don't know.
It wasn't her.
Oh, it may be one of the guys. It might be one of those guys. Okay, Ann's still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, look, Ann stepped away, and I forgot to have Ann talk about her channel, but I know what Ann does because I've seen Ann on Fatty's channel. So, you guys, those of you that were asking, Ann is on TikTok. She does have a YouTube channel. Y'all, let me know if I start to melt. I set up my new router, but I did not plug up the Ethernet cord, so we're gonna find out today. But anyway,
Yeah, you got a hard line.
You already
yeah. I melted. I saw the little Wi-Fi thingy come up. Yeah, I ordered my Ethernet cable today, so but it'll be what it'll be. But it should be better than it was last time. So Ann does relationship talks. Is that it, Fatty? Because usually she's very well versed on giving the female perspective on relationships, love, and things of that nature.
So, for example, today in the morning show, we're talking about golden coochies. If you have a golden coochie, can you keep your man? So, if you want to know more about golden coochies and about how to keep your man with your coochie, and you don't have a golden one, just go on and TikTok show. I usually at there every 2-3 days. So
okay,
you can know.
Cool beans. Cool beans. Okay,
It's
so
gonna take
next,
more than that golden cat to keep a dude, but
yeah, that's
it's gonna take
true.
more than the golden cat.
What's going on, Sean Antonio? Okay, so we have also our resident passport bro, Fred from the Cool Reviews. I'm not gonna say what show he was on, but y'all can see the thumbnail right there. Yeah. Well, you can name the show.
Wow.
We just
sir, I reviewed you, sir.
I reacted to him at one point.
You better watch
crazy.
it. You better watch it.
Here on Kellie Corinne Show, State of Affairs, it's going to be a star-studded panel. If I have anything to do with it, and I do, darn tootin', yeah, that's him. But yeah, pop the balloon. I just can't. I'm not. That lady been coming for people, and I need my little coin, so I'm just not going to show the clip from when he was on there. But that, I ain't got.
All my pop the balloon videos got nerfed.
Oh,
all of them got nuked. Yeah, and because I started out doing pop the balloons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I woke up and I started getting copyright email. Like, oh damn.
I ain't got no time. And this is the thing: you get a strike, that flicks up your algorithm. Y'all content creators watching, y'all need to know this. You get a strike, and you normally getting, right now we got 89 people watching on. Well, I don't even know on. I don't really understand this. Fatty probably knows better. I see 90 right now watching. I got a certain amount on X watching. How many we got on X right now? We got 5 on X right now. That'll kick up because I tend to do better on X. But your normal numbers that you get a strike. Oh, you will be knocked down to like 4, 5. It screws you up. So yeah, I don't want no smoke with that lady. So we're gonna let that go.
That's not how it works, Kelly. Without talking.
How does it work? Okay, because the people that I've noticed when they get a strike, it screws them all up. What to explain? Because this is important.
What they're giving is copyright claims, meaning if you are the reviewer and you're not doing the show live, you are not going to make money from it. So if you're doing live, you still can get super chats and like the money that you get from the ad rollouts while you're live. As soon as the live is done, everything that everything that the show
is going to her,
that goes to her. So it's not for you to not review her. Is everybody that wants to review, they can keep reviewing her, but you're going to lose money by the end of the day because the money is going to go to her. So it's a deterrent, it's not a punisher. A copyright claim is different from a copyright strike.
That is
okay.
True.
Sorry, I'm thinking of a copyright strike.
Yes.
The strike is bad. They're both bad, but that's bad news. That's really bad news.
The strike is very bad, very bad.
Very bad.
Yes.
Yeah, if you get like 3, I think they delete your channel.
Yeah, if you get 3, you delete your channel and you can come back.
It's within a 12-year period, though.
Yeah, the 90 days period. Yes.
For the 3 strike. I got a strike on my channel before.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
So good.
Early when I was doing my YouTube channel, they hit me with a strike early.
What was it for?
Wow.
You don't mind me asking?
Because how I talk on YouTube. It's because it's my subject matter.
Okay.
So they wasn't really liking it.
So
they hit me with a strike.
Wow. What's going on? Lost in translation.
It was 2 years ago. So but I know it's a subject matter that I think it was the title and the thumbnail. So I had to like, learn to kind of say what I want to say with the title without really saying it.
Yeah. You definitely got to be careful how you put certain words and things. That's just gonna kind of turn the YouTube behind the scenes people off.
Yeah. So
Right. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I still see it. Wi-Fi. Oh well, I ordered the cord. So we have Fred from the Cool Reviews, his channel. Again, I tagged it, and you can, if you want to search, it is at the Cool Review. So let's see.
Today, one of my friends sent me this video about this older woman that it seems like she's living in her car. I haven't watched the whole video. I wanted to just watch it and react live. So we're going to jump into this video, and make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bells. My subscribers are growing, and all I need now is more views, and y'all keep sending me content as well. So let's jump on in.
Worked overnight at Walmart. I did everything I could, and I'm sorry, y'all. I did it's called Insta work, everything I could. And then I also ended up withdrawing my pension and my retirement because I just didn't have enough money. And this is not how I expected things to go. I really didn't, because I'd always landed on my feet. And this is the first time I had not. So I went and I finally got a job and was working at a company. I talked to them, told them I did acting. Every now and then I might need some time off. Because, I wasn't doing like big time. I wasn't gone all the time. It was fine. They hired a manager who had a problem with it. And she didn't want to give me any additional opportunities. That was April. and July. Started a new job in July 10th. It was a contract to hire position.
Market is real
I don't know
hard
what's on my file, but they are.
She was doing a lot of yapping, so I fast forward a little bit.
Everybody's a boss. Everybody's doing big things. And it seems like we're living in a day and age where people got the mindset of just keep going. I'm going to do something new. Instead of getting somewhere solid and staying there and it's working that. A lot of people got the mindset of just, I'm looking for the next best thing instead of getting in one spot and being comfortable. And I don't think some people understand it. What if the next best thing don't pan out? What if the next, whatever you're trying to do don't work? Now you're left stuck. And it sounds like, she's trying to do something different, do this, do that. And unfortunately, a lot of times they say, let your next move be your best move. And it looked like her next move wasn't her best move. So now she's finna end up moving in with a friend. Let's see how this goes.
Look.
In the beginning.
Ooh. Okay. That's tough. So I'm going to go, tell us what you review on the channel, Fred. Y'all, I'm still getting the hang of this.
Yeah, so I review everything. Products, videos, food. Actually, when I very first came to YouTube, I was freshly divorced, and my channel was called Divorced and Dating. And I went from divorced and dating to, doing reviews to just really just trying my hand at different things on YouTube. So now pretty much I just do I review a lot of stuff, and I'm now starting my new series. I just posted one video already, but my new series is called Escape to Thailand. And that's what I will be doing now, is a series documenting my transition from the United States to Thailand over the next 2 years.
Cool. That's really cool. So look, I'm so glad you were able to join us today. So we have 2 more guests here. We have Granny. Who is Granny? Who's Granny?
I'm sorry, baby. I think this the wrong line.
Oh, this guy. Look, and I fell for it. Look, we got in. That was pretty low. I gotta turn that up. That was for you. That was for you, 2K. I need to find like a little video, but we're getting it together. So look, y'all know 2K. And we have Mr. King Talk from Mr. King Talk. I have you on Instagram. But I see that you have a YouTube channel. Which one do you want me to plug in the description bar?
Just the Instagram is fine.
Instagram? Okay, cool beans. All right, so let me see. Mr. King Talk, what do you talk about on Instagram? What is your what are you all about on there? And I'm gonna pull it up in a second.
I'm pretty much trying to get guys on the right track.
Okay.
I'm trying to get everybody, guys mainly, but my people in general, melanated people.
I can dig it. Let's see what you got going on here. I'm gonna play one of the reels.
Okay.
Uh-oh, did I do it?
What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing.
Oh no, can't have no music. They'll get me. They will get me.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, a lot of the reels have music to them.
They all look. We was just talking about them copyright straight.
She said can't have no music just after she played the John Cena song. That's crazy.
That's not gonna get me. That's not gonna get me.
Okay, so when you get the WWE's claiming all the money, just
look. I did it once before. We're gonna cross our fingers, and I didn't have any problems. So I don't know. Okay, so let's see what we got. Because we got talks with 2K, and then we're gonna pull up. Because look, we gonna plug this morning's show if it's the last thing I do. All right, here we go. All right, I can get quicker with the. I'm gonna switch to Streamlabs. I'm gonna try something new. Maybe in a little bit we'll switch to Streamlabs. This is my page. All right. Oops.
Most of the time.
Yeah, so it's definitely not happiness that's making a nigga go out his way to come talk.
Sometimes it is the man's fault though why the woman is mean, because you know what I used to hear all the time.
What?
Yes, it is their fault. It is their fault because they approach you on some stupid crap. How many men, ladies, put it in the chat, you're minding your business, you're in the grocery store, and a guy come up and say, smile, get the F out my face.
What's wrong with a man saying that?
Mind your business. Mind your business.
Wow.
Maybe this is maybe my dog just died. Maybe I just got laid off work. Maybe it's the reason why I'm not smiling. Who the flick are you to come up to me, a complete stranger, and tell me to smile? Leave me alone. Pay for these groceries then. Get the fuck out.
Oh shit. Did you hear that? You just heard that woman come out of Kellie? Hold on. Wait. See what she wrote. Oh, girl, I like your resting bitch face.
Right. Crazy.
You know what's a better line? Man, I look like a bitch. Why are you approaching me then?
He's looking at something else.
No, listen.
You're right about that, Black. You're right about that.
If I see a woman with visible distress on her face, as a protector, my instincts kick in. Let me go see what is wrong with this woman.
Then you say, "Is everything okay?"
Don't
come up to me with telling me what to do.
When you say yes, my next one.
Don't tell me what to do.
That's why niggas ain't approaching, bro. That's why what's going on right now, what's going on. Because he basically looking at you. And if you're not her type or attractive enough, you need to really shut the fuck up talking to her. Cause if a nigga she like came up to her, you got to close doors on them. Like you see a woman walking, close the door. Don't hold it. Close that motherfucker. Like you might just, they have to earn everything now, bro. Like women are fucking delusional, dude. I might, bro. Anytime I'm out with my fam, bro, older men will always hit me on the chest, squeeze me on the arm, and be like, "Keep up the good work." And I know now why they do it, bro. They're like, "Bro, you got a beautiful family. Keep up the good work." Let me know, bro. I know exactly what the fuck you going through with this crazy ass woman. I know how hard it is to maintain your family and deal with this crazy ass woman. If we do this, that's exactly what that means.
Yeah, most women are mean most of the time.
Yeah, so it's definitely not happiness that's making a nigga go out his way to come talk.
Sometimes it is the man's fault though why the woman is mean, because you know what I used to hear all the time.
What?
Yes, I stand by that. I stand on that. Leave me alone. Why the first thing out your mouth is a command? I will stand on that. But anyway, we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun on the Don't Piss Me Off morning show. Again, 11 Central Standard Time, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Again, with Black TV, Talks with 2K, and on Talks with 2K's channel. If y'all are not hit, more than likely you are. He talks about the messy drama. I love it. I love that ratchet shit. That's my jam. I love it. And I'm learning all these new colorful characters that are on Facebook. Y'all want to have some fun, not have anything so heavy. When you need a break from the relationship talk, when you need a break from Ali saying how these women ain't shit, go on over to Talks with 2K. Which I love Ali. That's what I got. Go on over to Talks with 2K. And Fatty, you know I adore you.
I know, but based on the grocery situation, I think Ali's right. Shout out to the Pesto Bros.
Hey, stop telling me what to do. Stop telling me.
Hey, why don't you pay my groceries, nigga? You better go to Brazil.
For real.
Look, the light skin is gonna wrinkle its ugly head every now and then. Y'all know how we be. So, anywho, we're gonna get started. Let me go ahead and pull up the clip. So before I move on, we're gonna move on. Fred, who are these passport bros? Who are these people? And the white guys are passport bros too. It's multicultural, right?
Yeah, for the most part, it's multicultural. If you look all the way back to the Vietnam War, I would say that's the earliest that I can recall in history of somewhat of a passport bro. When a lot of men went over to the Vietnam War and they stayed in Vietnam, or they married Vietnamese women and brought them back. So I would say it really goes all the way back to then, when we were able, through the war to be able to go overseas and see a different type of woman and a different type of experience when it comes to marriage and dealing with women. So I would say it started from my recollection back then. Today, I always tell people, like I also claim I'm red pill. And passport, but you got to understand that there's different aspects of everything. So some passport bros get a bad rap, just like the Klan is actually a Christian organization. So you're going to have factions of every group that may not be a positive reflection. In short, a lot of us passport bros are just leaving the United States because what we've understood as the American dream now is actually to live America and live a peaceful life that's very affordable. And if we find a wife outside of the country, that's just a bonus.
Got you. Okay. Thank you for explaining that. You know what? Since they saying what's up with Kelly's video, look, anonymous base. They told me I got to go hardwired, and I ordered the cord, the Ethernet cord off Amazon. So That's what it is. It was perfectly fine earlier when I was live with Mika in the morning show, but it is what it is. I got you back up here. And okay, so we got this passport bro talking about the passport bros. Gonna give y'all a little clip because apparently this was my thing. I did think it would be kind of a little dangerous, whatnot. But anywho, let's see what this guy is talking about American men going to Colombia.
What is that possible, bro? You got to get a remote job. I think you should enjoy a life of freedom. Freedom. Because the money's going to get you farther. Okay. And then you could date around the world. Why is it so much of it's about dating and women? So I think 1 in 3 men between ages of 18 and 24 in America haven't had sex in the past year. I think there's a lot. Not in 1 in 3 guys aren't incels. I think they're trying to get laid. Like 18-year-old dudes, 20, they're trying to do it. They just can't. Definitely a thing. When you're 18, that's definitely on the agenda of what you're trying to achieve in life. You haven't done it yet. You haven't done it yet. How far is the US dollar go in Colombia?
Let me show this gringo what you can get in Colombia with $1. Let's go.
Oh, trust it. Trust it.
Hot chocolate.
Oh, it comes in a bowl?
Yes.
What?
Are there guys coming here trying to go on a date for $1? So it's kind of the idea is you can come here and date a girl for cheap. But that's kind of what the content's selling.
Yeah, there are guys who come here that do that, right?
It's because of the mindset of it's a third world country. They poor.
Yeah.
They always looking how to take advantage of something or someone.
I also have some where I took a girl for $1 million peso date that went viral too. It's more about how far your money goes.
How much is $1 million peso?
$250.
Okay. You got the exchange rate down.
I'm good with numbers.
I know.
See? Gringos always pay.
Austin's come up with a winning formula. It's possible to earn $1,000 per million views, but it's not the only way to make money.
Still gonna get finessed out there.
Look,
That's all I'm hearing. That's all I'm hearing.
You're still gonna get finessed wherever you go at possibly.
Oh, they gonna make because they know they got money. Yeah.
It's overseas tricking. Let's just call it what it is. It's overseas tricking.
So how is it? How is it overseas tricking?
How isn't it? You're still paying for attention.
Facts.
She's literally around you because she understands that you're from out of town and you're going to spend money on whatever y'all do.
Yeah, those women know how to play the game a whole lot better because they understand their femininity and they know how to play on you a little bit different than the women here.
Well, I would say, in my opinion, everybody, has their own opinion. In my opinion, I wouldn't consider it overseas tricking. Also, women, no matter where you go, at the end of the day, are receivers. One thing I understand is if you are a man that has to trick, you tricking in the United States, you tricking overseas, you tricking wherever you at. So I think a trick is a trick no matter where he go, and he understands that for himself. So I don't think they're being finessed. If you a trick, you just trying to trick for the best price possible. You in the United States, you can go to Applebee's or to any bar and meet a chick and bang her for free if you got enough game or she's feeling you. You don't have to fly overseas to do that.
Let me ask you this: with the overseas chicks, are any of them giving you the attention if you don't give any type of resource to them? Like no resource at all?
Yes, but I get that here as well.
That's why I'm asking. Like any shelter, food, anything, the whole night. Are they just gravitating towards you just for you?
The only place they don't gravitate to you just for you is my experience in Sosua. In Sosua, it's all they ain't saying hi without a price list. Sosua is
what is Sosua? What is that?
Oh, Sosua is Dominican Republic. Yeah, it's all about money.
Thank you.
It's all about money over there. They're not liking you for you over there. It's about that paper.
Okay, thank you for explaining that. I'm gonna ask Fatty my first question, and then we're gonna do the super chats. And maybe open up the phone lines. I don't know. I'll see. Fatty, question for you is, do you think, I'm sorry, wrong question.
Damn.
What role do culture, tradition, and gender expectations play in these cross-border relationships? I'll ask you one more time because I stepped a bit. What role do you think culture and tradition and gender expectations play in these cross-border relationships? And I'm asking you because you are already international panelists.
No, y'all are international. So,
what? What do you mean?
Y'all are international to me.
Got you.
The thing is, to be honest, I don't care. Woman are woman. Is pay for play. Absolutely. Is if I going to pay for an American woman because she's going to demand that I pay for dates and do all these things, and by the end of the day I'm going to spend some money. Let me go a place where I'm the king. Let me go a place where my dollar stretches. Let me go a place where I get all the benefits. I would understand, for example, if a person that has a $50,000 remote job on the United States that is average height, that maybe is not as long as you would wish, maybe he's not as in shape as you wish. He goes to Vietnam and he looks like a giant. He is a king among kings because now the socioeconomic status and the blue passport actually make him have the peak of the leader. So everybody on this conversation kind of right. There's a lot of finessers, a lot of professionals. You are just the gringo with the target on your back. But is, in my opinion, I actually understand why people are maximizing their options, because every time a woman gets off the shower, she does it with makeup, with lashes, with wigs, with push-up bras, with heels. She tries to give herself the best opportunity possible to get the best mate she can. So if you have a passport and you have a remote job and you actually can make it, come to Portugal. Your $50,000 will make you live like a rich person compared to you probably barely make it on a big city in the United States. So I understand exactly why they're doing that, even though I think the glorification of woman outside is a bunch of shit. Is a bunch of bullshit. Like all of these women are promiscuous. All of these women are fucking early. All of these women are doing exactly what American women doing. I think they just have way better home training that the American women are. And I guarantee you, if you tell them to smile on a grocery store, they don't say, "You better pay my groceries, nigga." So
I never said that. I never said that. I thought.
I would kind of go with that.
Okay, Mr. King talk. Oh, go ahead, Kamal. Then then Mr. King talk.
Hey, Fatty, what's the difference of the money? You said 50,000 stretch pretty a long way in Portugal. So what's the like currency difference?
So euros are a little bit stronger than the dollar. It's like $1.10. The thing is, the average Portuguese person earns $13,000 a year. $13,000.
Whoa!
So if you are somebody that is making $50,000, you are going to live a lavish life. You are going to have like a regular meal is $12, like a good meal, like rice, beans, potatoes, all that. You don't have extra tips. A good tip is 50 cents. You don't have extra fees in nothing extra. Like it makes sense. Portugal is one of the biggest destination for expats, like the older dudes that like to migrate and go to places where the weather is good and all that. So if you can have all these privileges, why stay in Boston being average when you can go to other places and actually be way above average, especially because you have a American passport, and Americans usually are treated very well around the world.
Wow, Fatty, I knew you was rich, but you are like stupid rich over there. Shout out to Fatty. Shout out to you, man.
That's a lie, ladies. Don't listen to her. Ladies.
No, look.
I'm broke, baby.
That is Fatty. Okay. Mr. King Talk, did you want to rebuttal before I read the super chats?
Yeah, I did. So there's two things that stood out. So here's a really, really novel idea. If ladies are telling you that they would prefer you not to start off a conversation with a command, why not just give it a try? Like, if she's saying, instead of telling her to smile, figure out a clever way to make her smile, like initiate the smile, motivate the smile instead of demanding the smile. Why just take it as, oh, you know, like it's all right to like maybe see it from the perspective of the person you're trying to attract instead of trying to tell that person they got to respect your love language.
That is so true. I tried to tell them on the show. They didn't want to hear it. They did. They didn't want to hear it when I was. We have fun over there, but they didn't want to hear it. They was like, "What's wrong with that?" And I'm like, "Hey, man, I just don't like it." And all the women in the chat, and again, this is why they're doing this passport bro stuff in the first place. All the women in the chat, they were on my side, Mr. King Talk. I tell you that, yeah. And somebody even said, "Why doesn't everybody just mind their business in the grocery store?" I said, "I can't be mad at that."
I'm
And see,
100%
thing.
sure.
You got.
I'm 100% sure when she said buy my groceries, that was literally sarcasm.
I was joking. I'm joking.
Absolutely, she would definitely refuse it. But if Chris Brown told her to smile, her smile will go touch her ears.
She gonna smile.
That's his
That's all it
charisma.
is. She didn't like him.
If okay, then get over the part of your ego that like you're not him.
And what's the problem? Hey, sir, you miss every shot you don't take. If you say smile and that woman likes you, she going. If she doesn't like you, she's not going next. Like there's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. I'm just saying it's the attitude. If a woman came to me and I had a sad face and she said smile, you know what would happen? I would call Jay. Hey Jay, the sweetest thing happened to me, bro. I was kind of sad on the grocery store, and the woman came here and says, "Hey, smile, you're handsome, smile." I would remember that shit forever. But y'all are so, and this is why people are traveling to those places. Y'all are so like you live in such.
Guys are so unwilling to adapt.
If you want to holler, I don't like the smile comment. If you want to holler at me straightforward. Just don't give me a command. I'd rather you just, if you want to holler, just go ahead and holler at me.
Thank you so much,
also,
JB.
if she's telling me just to smile, don't tell me smile if you feeling me. Let's go ahead and dive into a conversation.
Thank you, JB. That's all I said. Thank you, Mr. King Talk.
If you feel it, me send me cash app.
Now I want to give you one more gem. You may not listen to it, but I'm gonna give you one more gem. Most superficial women don't like when you compliment their body. They had no control over the making of their body. Now, if you're talking about somebody who got a BBL or some work done on their body, then they're gonna receive that as a compliment. If you really, really want to compliment a woman, find something she had control over and compliment that.
Facts.
No, you don't.
Look.
Okay.
For me, I take compliments how I can get them. Just don't tell me to smile. Don't give me a command. You could say, "Hey, you have a beautiful smile," which that's actually my favorite one.
The thing about it, we all know us as guys, we have that masculine side that we talk about online, but at the same time, dealing with women, you still have to play the game accordingly. It's still a certain switch that you got to activate in the woman's head to even be an enticing guy. It's not all about just like I'm masculine, man. I say this cool. You still got to play the game accordingly to even woo her to a certain degree. You feel me? You got to get her head first.
See, I disagree with all that. I disagree with all that.
Wow.
You ain't gotta do none of that shit. To be honest with you, you just walk up to her and you speak. And say
but if you super disrespectful, you already know that's gonna limit your chances. Though.
It depends. It depends on who you are. It at the end of the day, it depends on who you are and how you carry yourself. I think a lot of dudes do themselves a disservice trying to overthink how to walk up to another human being and introduce themselves. It's not that deep.
I'm not saying overthink, but
you're talking about putting some type of just hey, how you doing? Or if you want her to smile, you know what I'm saying?
But hey, you know, women are emotional creatures, though. Like we all know when you don't been with most of women, you know a lot of them still think the same when it comes down to how their emotions are triggered or whatnot. I'm not saying you got to pretend to be a certain way, but once you just understand female nature, you just know how most comments or most actions are going to trigger them the way they feel a certain type of way. That's just a guy just knowing how females kind of operate.
And Matt, as far as disrespect, we can all agree. If a man comes up to a woman and says, Hey, shorty, you got a fat ass. Let me get your number. I think some hood boogers will be fine with it, but I do think majority of women that would be a turnoff. I think we can all agree that would be disrespectful. So that
how is that smiling disrespectful? You're going to the
Oh,
worst.
oh no, no, I didn't say it was
Hey,
disrespectful.
shorty, you have a fat ass.
Let me be
Smiling
clear.
is disrespectful.
I never said it was disrespectful. I never said it was disrespectful because it's not disrespectful. I said for me, I don't like the first thing out of a man's mouth to me is a command. That just gives me the ick. It could be a personal thing.
And
that's a hard one
and
to
that
land.
shows exactly why men are going other places, because y'all see this as a, who are you to tell me to smile? People want to make you
and you know what? And I'm fine with the passport bros. I'm fine
They
with
should all
Prince and
do
the boy.
that. They should all travel.
You know what's funny? If you was, are you guys aware of that motherfucking giant, the 6'7" dude on Instagram that is just on the street, just existing, and women just go to him and just like, if it was that dude saying smile, you would look up and say, you'd be you'd be a clown, because that's what you like. That's what you do. If you like the dude, you going. If you don't like the dude, you don't going. If the dude stops and hollers at you, if he has a Ferrari, you think he's cool. If he doesn't, he has a bicycle.
But everybody doesn't have a Ferrari, Fatty. Everybody doesn't have a Ferrari. Everybody's not a Chris Brown.
Kelly, you keep doing the stuck on details thing. What I'm
this
saying,
is what we're talking about. Normal guys. We're talking about normal guys.
Normal guys. The only difference between he was courageous and I like his approach, and sexual harassment is if you like the dude or if you don't. That's the only difference. If you like him, it's cool. If you don't, it's harassment. That's all. So it's not.
How would I know? You know, we'll move on. We'll move on because again,
I'm not a fan of the smile pickup line anyway, though. Whether it be on either side, I'm not a big fan of the smile line.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm fine with just about anything. That's my one pet peeve. We all have our preferences.
To go beyond basic.
What'd you say?
Why do you need to go beyond basic? Why not start out basic? I think dudes put
if you want
themselves
to
in a
attract a
pickle,
woman
try to
that's the kind of woman that's basic, then do basic shit.
The basic women are the best ones.
Aren't they
Basic
all
women
basic?
are the simple woman, and basic women are the best ones. You don't want a woman that is high maintenance. Every time you have to do something, it needs to be an event.
Thank you, cool reviews. They're all basic. I like that. Okay. Fred. Cool reviews or Fred? What do you prefer?
Cool
Fred?
respondents. Cool.
Cool. Okay, cool. All right. Let me get to these super chats and then we will open up the I'll ask one more question and I'll open up the phone lines. Okay, so we have Carl Anderson with the $5 chat on, I think that's on Fatty's side. Carl says what was that?
You the little wrench that you see in front of, or the little sign that you see in front of the thingy.
Yes.
If you see that, I think he's on your side.
Yep. Now that you say that, that's the little YouTube thing. Thank you. Carl Anderson says, I cannot afford a fully tricked out / equipped jet plane, but here is $5 for the fun. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Oh.
Thank you, Carl.
Thank you, Carl. Okay. We have another $5 super chat from Carl Langley. 2 Carls, nice. Carl Langley, he writes, you notice the common denominator in that panel, hats and crooked lineups. Well, how can you know they have a crooked lineup if they have
He's trying to roast low key.
I do. He caught me. I do. My bad.
I feel like people shouldn't roast if they don't show their face on the avatar.
Oh shit!
You spending money, you can roast. You just go ahead, roast all you want. Send them $5. We need the money over here. Okay, Doris Myers with the $5 super chat with 3 heart emojis. Thank you, girl. Appreciate it. Untouchables and Look, Doris Myers again with the $9 super chat with the Untouchables emojis. Fatty, when it comes to this branding, you knock it out the park. I always say that, and I truly mean that. And we have 3. Yes, we have 5 gifted memberships to Kellie Corinne from T.O. Look, thank you. Thank you, T.O. And then we have some more Let me go back. I think we got a couple more. Yes, two other super chats gifted to Fatty's subscription. And again, we really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm thinking, do I want to ask? Well, yeah, I'm gonna ask one more question because I got my bro on the panel, my FBA brother, Kamal. Okay, what do you think? Is this trend more about escaping Western dating culture or seeking something specific abroad? I think the cultural stuff, Fred, I think you going over there. Look, and I ain't trying to talk you out of nothing. I think you're gonna get homesick, Fred, because I think the culture, there's nothing like America, man. There's nothing, and I know you like the sisters. I know I saw you on the dating shows. You can talk all that stuff you want. I know you like the sisters, but I think it's gonna be a culture shock. But nevertheless, Kamal, is this trend about escaping Western dating culture or seeking something specific abroad? Your thoughts?
I mean, shit. After hearing what Core Reviews had to say, it seemed more it's like an economic play, and then it's the women is just kind of a bonus. But what be confusing me is not the Core Reviews himself, but other passport bros. They make it seem like the women is the prize, and not show the economic reason why they're moving away from America in the first place.
There we go.
That's where I get confused at. I'm like, when Core Reviews are saying, yes, economic play, we're doing it for the money, and then our dollar stretch, and we'll have more women that's gonna be more on our plan. That make more sense. But I hear a lot of the passport bros be like, "Oh, I'm going here because the women gonna let me slap them cheeks on the low." And I ain't saying, I'll tell her to smile right now. She gonna be like, "Okay, puppy, I love you." Yeah, this is that shit that most of the passport bros do. So I think after hearing, because I ain't really well versed in the passport bro shit, you feel me? But after hearing what the Core Reviews are saying, I think it's more of just an economic play, and then the women is like a cherry on top. But I could be wrong on that. I don't know.
I want to add to what he was saying. That's why I wanted to add to what he was saying real quick. That's why I was calling it overseas tricking. It felt like it was some trauma-based decision making. Nobody was sitting here saying, I moved to Puerto Rico because I think Puerto Rico is a beautiful place. I love Puerto Rican food, right? I got a job that allows me to go anywhere, so this is where I wanted to be. It was everybody leaving because what somebody had done to them. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it was everybody. It felt like they were making decisions out of, like, traumatized experiences instead of saying, I like Puerto Rican women, I'm going where Puerto Rican women are at. I like Cuban women, I like Cuban food, Cuban scenery, whatever. Like, they were never bigging up the place they were going to because of the place. They were always saying they were leaving because of something that happened in America. And that's why it felt like overseas tricking.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't want to do it because I don't want to feel like a loser in my own backyard. Like,
say that one more time, JB. Say that one more time.
I don't want to feel like a loser in my own backyard. Like, you have people in America who have made it successful situations. Why can I do the same? Why do I feel like I have to just leave the country and almost flee because I feel like it's hard over here? Just try harder.
Isn't that ego? Like, because we
don't
talk
matter.
for the average man, right? If everybody is overachiever, nobody is average. For
Yeah,
example,
I think everybody not gonna be able to leave the country either and just start a new life.
yeah. But for example, JB, right? I think Kamal talks a lot about money, right? Kamal, if I'm not mistaken, on your shows, I don't know if you talk about.
Sometimes I talk about finance here and there, but yeah.
For example, right? Let's imagine that Kamal scores big in crypto. If Kamal comes to my country after the first year, if you hold those positions, you get your money fully tax-free. So instead of giving 25%, 50% to the government, you keep all the capital gains if you keep your positions for a year. Why not take leverage of the financial system? Why not take leverage of you are 5'8", and that might be an average man. But if you go to Cambodia, you are a giant among them. Like, why not actually play your position and understand that you're never going to be an overachiever? So you instead of you changing yourself, you change the terrain. You see what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at people possibly trying to get the financial gain or benefits from it, but a lot of dudes are doing it just to bust down cheeks consistently. They just do a lot of box, and then they
most
get
of this is sex tourism. I'm not even going to lie. As people
That's
kind of
why we
sell it
calling
as
them
I'm going to find
tricks.
my wife. They stay there 3 months and then they come back. Most
So
of
now
sex tourism.
now you running from your natural inclination to need to grind harder or be better. A lot of them are just doing it just for the reason of getting a woman's attention because they're not getting it in America. I don't want to play that game, man. I'll be honest.
But the thing is, right? Who said America is the standard? Just because you can get a woman in America,
everybody want to be here.
No, they don't. See, that's
No,
the
not
lie
anymore.
that America. That's the lie that America tell Americans that everybody want to be here. Immigrants come to America for the same reason passport bros are going to other countries. So this is what I'm saying, right? So a lot of immigrants have come to the United States to make money. Once they make a certain amount of money, they move back to their country because the money they made in America goes a lot further. Let me explain, right? So a high-rise condo downtown Dallas, right? You're going to pay about $2,500 a month for a high-rise condo in downtown Dallas. Plus, if you actually if you try to own it, you also got to pay HOA fees. That's another $800 a month. You go to Thailand, the same high-rise in Thailand with the same, bro. I'm a postman, right? One high-rise in Thailand has gold mailboxes. In that high-rise, the same apartment that you would get in the downtown, whatever major city in America, that high-rise out there, you're going to pay $800 a month to live the same lifestyle you're living in the United States.
What's the best job out there in Thailand for an American to come over and get?
What'd you say?
Well, what's the best job for an American to come over to get in Thailand? To make it outside of YouTube and entrepreneurship.
You can be. It's a remote job. There's a bunch of remote jobs.
What's the best job that you can get out there in Thailand? Just asking.
No, you get a remote job. So you want to actually have your job before you get to Thailand. So you want a remote job. That's where a lot of.
So you still got to learn the skills of being in America to make the money to go out there and then live a cheaper life. So ultimately, you still got to rely on the United States to still get your education, your thorough learning to be an accessible human being. I would say that can move worldwide.
No,
because it's such a modern society.
Yeah, pretty much. No,
but you're right.
Hold up, I want to say this really quick. You can also be successful in America as a guy if you find yourself having the courage and the education and information to jump into investments, investments the way you jump into women's bodies raw.
What?
Exactly.
You can invest on the S&P 500 from any part in the world. Like, once again, respectfully.
The point is,
very respectfully, okay? The rich Chinese, they don't come in barefoot and try to get. They will build in China, get connects, get suppliers, come to the United States with the bare minimum of a base, and then use those cheap prices that they import things to build their stores over here.
Income.
And now they are selling lashes and wigs to the black community because they actually build a structure that can give them way more money than they will sell those wigs and those lashes locally.
We can do that too.
The capital thing. I got two things I want to say though. First of all, cool reviews. I hear where you coming from, but I don't see any other passport bros speak about this. They usually be like, I'm going over to Colombia because the women they act better over there. They never come with the economic on things. So I see where you're coming from, and that actually makes sense why people will become passport bros. The second thing I wanted to say, I think we overemphasizing on an average American having remote jobs over here.
Yeah,
our motherfuckers ain't having remote jobs over here. A lot of the jobs you have to be in the States, or you have to be in a certain state. You could work at home, but you better be your ass in Texas because we might have to call your ass to come into the office. So I think the thing about remote jobs, if you get a remote job and you're able to travel somewhere, that's a luxury. I don't think that's an average thing. I feel that's
there's
Well,
less
see,
than
another
1%.
thing too.
There's
Another
1%
thing too.
of it. Let me just say one thing real quick. There's being traveling is something for a small percentage of people. Passport bros are way less than 1% of the population on the panel on the planet. Expect. So this is never something for everybody to do. This is always something that a small few are going to go and going to enjoy. So I'm not telling the average welder to just go there. Build your skills. You're on the United States. You have YouTube. You have a bunch of these platforms that can actually get you a trade. Inform yourself. Get a job that you know clearly can make you go to the other side of the planet and go ahead and have fun. And if you don't like it, you always can come back. This is not something that is irreversible. You can always say, "Oh man, these women are hoes. I didn't know they were hoes," and then go back.
But
Go ahead, Mr. King.
I wish people would say that shit though. That's the thing.
Really
I wish
quick.
people would say this is not an average thing to do. This is actually above average. But when I hear the passport bros, they usually be like, "Oh yeah, this is all you gotta do. You gotta do this and this. It ain't that hard." It always comes off at that like that. And then the average American man is like, shit, I could do this too. Da, da, da. And then they find out it actually is not possible.
Go ahead, Mr. King, talk, and then I'll do the super chat.
So I wanted to make sure I say this. I am here for anybody that wants to leave the country and go experience travel abroad, living abroad. I am not trying to shame anybody into who makes those decisions. What I would encourage people is to not make decisions based on something that traumatized them, right? Like if you're into Middle Eastern women, Middle Eastern food, and that's why you move to the Middle East, then say that. Don't say that you're moving to the Middle East to start dating Middle Eastern women because you're tired of black women in the United States or whatever brand of women. That is when I become critical. So there was one or two people in the comments who expressed their opinion on where my logic was in a way that, you know, I'm not going to comment on, but I want to at least clarify. So if they say anything ignorant after that, I can know that they're just trolling. I believe people should travel. I have been to at least 12 different countries in Africa alone, and it's a total of over 24 countries in the span of my life. Some places I was blessed enough to go to twice, right? So I'm not telling people not to, but it's work wherever you go. You got to work on self no matter where you land. And if you don't have any personality, what you're going to do is wind up leading with your wallet because that's what you have more of is cash.
Is the quality of woman better there?
I don't think so. I don't think the quality of woman is better. I think that you're received as you genuinely are. So a person will see you for who you are, and then they'll say, okay, that's if you don't have a personality, you don't all of a sudden go overseas and have a personality.
That's not
So
the
point. If a person's drawn towards you, they're drawn towards you for whatever benefit they see in the interaction.
There's not.
And Fatty, you said yourself, women are women, no matter where they are.
Yes.
Women are women.
Yeah.
So Kelly, our grandpas didn't have to have a personality. Our grandparents didn't have to be charismatic
Because
and make their grandpas laugh. Like you have to do your job. We have a societal contract. I take care of you. You take care of me. What is this goofy shit? Swag and personality, and you are him. Most women on those countries are okay with the guy that is actually competent. You take care of business. I don't care if you make me motherfucking laugh. I have a TV and I have a smartphone. I can make myself laugh. Like we literally are saying that men are the designers and the men are the leaders and the men dictate the terms. And then we are literally bending ourselves backwards to make a bitch smile because she thinks that for you to be with her, you need to be a goofball. That's ridiculous.
That's a certain type of woman, and that's
those
okay.
If those women don't require you, go ahead.
That's a certain type of woman, and it's okay with free will for you to understand that's what you're going to attract. but that's not what everybody's attracting. Like I heard you say these controversial things before. Not every woman is fucking at 14 or 16, trying to jump from dick to dick and needs a guy that's 6 foot tall. Like, dude, sometimes that thing that you're pushing away, that personality clause, sometimes there's a guy that doesn't make a lot of money that can make a woman laugh her panties right off, bro. Personality matters.
So
you
you
keep
think
talking
that you're
about this money. A money
so
guy will lose
let me
will lose his girl to a funny guy.
and a funny guy will lose his woman to a guy with money. They are not satisfied with nothing. That's the point. There's literally the point. There's no
Personality actually matters.
Listen, on those countries there's a formula. You are a provider, you're probably going to make it because you are the best deal possible. There's no upgrade. There's no that's why you don't bring him here, right? Once you get here, this is what you're going to get. I wish I could get a tall man that is rich and da. You're getting Tom Brady. And then you have Tom Brady. I wish he will make me smile and he will make me feel things. And now you're fucking the jiu-jitsu practicer. And now I wish he was like, these women are not satisfied with nothing. So please, only on the Western countries, these women are asking for superfluous things to actually meet you. If you go to these countries, they don't care about how it makes me smile. Do you pay the
you feel like a lot of guys like missed out on the good girl that they might have had in their life? You think it was ever a good girl for a lot of guys?
Yes,
because I do feel like guys sometimes have a unrealistic perspective on what they need to have in their life too. A lot of people are very average and they don't want to take the average, and that goes on both sides also.
And JB, and back to what Mr. King Talks was saying, it is about personality. There's probably a bunch of black dudes, I ain't gonna say black dudes in jail right now that have a woman holding them down, putting money on their books, doing all of that, and those dudes can't do that one thing for them because why are they doing it? Because of the personality.
They are broken people. Imagine this, right? You have a competent. You have a no. I'm going to use Kelly as example. You have a competent, hardworking, boring man, and instead of holding him down because the motherfucker is a trucker, let me go ahead and put money on the books of a criminal because
I don't know nobody doing that. Fatty, I don't know. Not a one. I ain't never even heard of a story of a woman leaving her man for a dude in prison. Come on now.
No, Kelly, that's your example. Why would you support a fucking charismatic criminal when you can actually be taking care for a boring, responsible dude? Y'all are backwards.
This is what I'm saying. I think the women that hold these men down that are in prison, I think, or maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I just don't think women. Do I think there are a lot of stupid women? Yes, but I do think there are a lot of women out here that will take that boring man. How many boring men do we see? How many fat people do we see? Every time I turn on my 600-pound life, they're always married. These people are 600 pounds and they always married.
But this is the thing, right? That 30 when their pussy ran through and they don't have no choices, let them go settle for the boring dude at 24. I dare you. Go to college. See this white woman, this black woman, let them settle for the average dude, for the boring dude at 22. They don't want nothing to do with that dude.
Yo, the majority of my male friends
walk at 30 and then find goofy fatty and says, I always like you, fatty. Since we were
the majority of my male friends are happily married. The majority of my male friends are happily married to women who are
same here, but
of course, nobody cheats and everybody's happy.
This is what I think. I think like-minded people are friends with other like-minded people. I like when you remember, Fatty, when y'all would say this stuff, and I said it on my show. I said, I don't know who are these women until I heard some regular broads talk. I said, oh, these are the broads he's talking about, but I don't associate with them, so I don't know those chicks. You know, I don't know those.
Being disrespectful, right, Kelly?
Yes.
Why me and you don't have results?
What do you mean?
If I'm better than this average man and you are better than this average woman, why me and you don't have results? Why don't we have a family?
I have a husband.
Huh?
I have a husband.
You have a husband?
Yes.
He just found out.
Hey, one second.
Personality matters.
One second.
And well, hold on, Fatty. And you could find a woman if you want, because you're rich in Portugal. So
I stand corrected, Jay. You need to clip these and put me on the Summer Gents.
Oh damn! I gotta react to the segment.
That's great. Hey, I stand corrected. You know, I'm not.
It's
I am
all
a
good.
loser.
And Fatty, you're not no loser. You could easily get a woman. I think you don't want the regular chicks. That's what I think. That's what I think. Because you over there got plenty of money in Portugal. You got personality. Because clearly, if you didn't, nobody'd be watching you. It's you, Fatty. It's you. Your standards are too high. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think it's gonna boil down to what the person want, whether you want a family or whether you want to play the field or how long you want to, just dibble and dabble. That's what it's gonna boil down to.
A lot of
Well,
times, that's what it is.
But how many people on this panel is actually married now or have been married?
I am married.
I'm
Who
married.
married?
I'm married.
King Talk, married,
King
22
and JB.
years.
King gets 3 wives.
Okay, JB, you married too, right?
Yeah, I'm married.
How long have y'all two guys been married?
Since 2017, but we've been together since 2009.
I've been with my wife since 2003. We've been married since 2007.
Nice.
Okay. I always like to make sure, especially when we have conversations when we talk about marriage. Dating is one thing, but marriage is something different. So
yeah,
I'm always skeptical when I hear people talk about marriage that ain't never been married before, or that's never done it. Me myself, I was married for 17 years. So but a lot of people, they always have like a lot of stuff to say about marriage and relationships, and they never done it. And I always side-eye them. So I always like to know if we're talking about marriage, how many people have actually done it or actually doing it.
Yeah, it's always gonna be work, but go ahead. What you gonna say?
I was just about to say it's good work if you can get it. Like if you want to consistently work on getting it right in a healthy way, it's good work if you can get it.
And just get with the girl that want to follow you, man. A lot of dudes have girls around them that really want to follow them, but man, I know guys, man, I know a dude that really just reject chicks because she don't give him head or something like that, or he more of a head guy, just stuff like that. He care about the frivolous sexual things, but it's like if y'all really rock with each other, y'all gonna really do what make each other happy. But he just so picky about stupid shit. So a lot of guys just picky about stupid shit, but it's always gonna be that girl that want to follow you through time. There's always gonna be a girl there.
You don't gotta shame her into
I'm
following.
muting you because I'm hearing some static in the back. So just unmute yourself.